Hello and welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be doing the end of year book tag. This is a book tag that I've been doing for many years now. It was originally created by Ariel Bassett and I will link the original video down below, but she's also recreated it this year for 2024 on her podcast with Raylene, Books Unbound, and I will link this year's down below as well. But yeah, I'm just going to answer the questions. There's 6 questions in total and they are all basically looking forward to the reading that we've got to do over these next few months to get to the end of the year, and kind of just making sure goals are aligned with what we're doing and just like reflecting on what we've started reading, all that sort of stuff. And it's a tag that I really enjoy doing. It definitely does put me in the like we get into the end of the year kind of role. So yeah, let's just answer the questions. Question number 1. Are there any books you started this year that you need to finish? Yes, a lot. Oh yes. So the ones that I'm like properly aware of are Haven, Pain and Prejudice, Is Hearts Have Training Wheels, Elemental World, Hair/Power, Namesake, The Sky's on Fire, Freedom is a Constant Struggle, and The Dreamers. So that's like what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and those are just the ones that I've been tracking on Goodreads. So there are probably others that I've picked up and not even got far enough into to add them to my Goodreads. So yeah, there's quite a few books that I have started this year and I would like to finish. Like, I would love to finish all of them. I think it's unrealistic that I will finish all of them, to be honest. There's a lot that I've started and I've obviously put them down because of one reason or another, and I think the chances of me managing to finish all of them is quite low, but hopefully, fingers crossed, I will manage to at least finish a few of them. Question number 2. Do you have an autumnal book to transition you into the end of the year? So I've actually kind of accidentally read a few already. So I've read Morbidly Yours, Fear the Flames, and The Spell Shop. None of which are books that are like marketed as being autumnal, and none of which are books that like, you know, have that autumnal thing. But for some reason, all 3 of those have definitely started to put me in like that autumnal vibe. But that wasn't intentional. The ones that I'm actually planning on reading, which are hopefully gonna be autumnal vibes and put me in the fields, are The Raven Boys. I've just heard that this is quintessential autumn, so I'm gonna read it, give it a go. And then I'm also kind of hoping to read House of Leaves. It is a massive chunky book and I don't know if I'll be able to read it all, but I'm really excited about it. I don't really know what to expect, but it does make me excited for autumn, like even the potential of reading it, and I'm hoping that it will be like a really good one for the actual like spooky season part of autumn. Question number 3. Is there a new release you're still waiting for? Yes, but only actually one. So, you know, like it's not much to be waiting for, just one. But it is potentially the most exciting one that there has been all year. So the book I'm waiting for is Tempest of Wrath and Vengeance. This is the 3rd book in the Legacy series, which is honestly probably going to be one of my all-time favourite series. It is a very interesting fantasy, potentially will be fantasy romance, not really sure at this point. Definitely a bit of a darker fantasy, like quite gritty, and I just absolutely love it. And I don't want to put too much pressure on book 3 coming out, but I do think it has potential to be my favourite book of the year. So yeah, a really exciting one, and I am very hopeful about it. So yeah, probably the most exciting release has been all year, and now I'm still waiting on it. 31st of October it comes out. Question number 4. What are 3 books that you want to read before the end of the year? So I actually brought some books recently. 3 books are my most recent purchases, and the only reason that I confidently brought them that day is because I was confident that I would read them before the end of the year. And those 3 books were Tender is the Flesh, Graveyard Shift, and The Ending Fire. So those are the 3 I'm going to pick for this, because I only brought them because I was confident I'd get to them before the end of the year. So it seems like good options to say. 2 of those books I think are going to be like amazing like spooky season reads, Tender is the Flesh and Graveyard Shift. 2 very different vibes, but like I'm really looking forward to picking them up. I actually think Graveyard Shift might be my next book I do pick up. And then one that is the ending of a trilogy, like the final book in the trilogy that I have been absolutely loving, and that is The Ending Fire. So yeah, I think those 3 I definitely want to make sure I get to before the end of the year. Question number 5. Is there a book you think could still shock you and become your favourite book of the year? Yeah, like I've already said, Tempest of Wrath and Vengeance could 100% become my favourite. And it could definitely 100% easily take over all of the other books that I read this year. But also, like, I don't really have a front runner right now. Like, when I think of my year, like, I do think there's like a handful, maybe slightly more books that like stand out and I'm like, oh yeah, like those are like top books of the year. But there's not one standout among them, like they're all kind of on the same field, so I don't have like one distinctive favourite yet. So I definitely think that it's possible that I could just pick up any book off my shelves and it ends up taking over them, which is really exciting. But I do think the one that has the most chance is Tempest of Wrath and Vengeance, because I've just got like so many positive vibes and like so much investment already in that world that I do think it will be up there. And then finally, question number 6 is, have you already started making reading plans for next year? A little bit. I've started looking into what I want my goals to be for next year, and I've also started thinking about the 25 books from my shelves that I'm going to use for my 25 books in 2025 list, which is essentially just books that I already own that I pick out from my shelves and they're like, these are the books I'm going to prioritise. I have started looking into that as well, but apart from that, no plans yet. But I'm sure I'll start thinking about it properly soon, because I have got my reading journal now and all the reading journal supplies I need to set it up for next year. So because it's a long process and something that I do take my time with, I'll probably be starting that very soon, which is really exciting. And as I go through my reading journal and I plan out the different pages is when I'll actually, like, you know, before actually making each page is when I'll be thinking about the stuff to go on them. So yeah, really exciting and really intrigued to figure out what the next year will hold. I do already have a couple of goals in mind that are a bit scary, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to commit to. And so far the books I've been building up and like placing on, like, you know, my specific shelf I've got upstairs for 25 and 2025, it's looking promising. So yeah, really exciting so far, and I can't wait to start thinking about it properly soon. So those are all of the questions for the end of the year book tag. I do really hope that you enjoyed the video. If you're doing the tag, let me know down below. I'd love to watch others of these because I really love this tag. It's one of my favourites, just because you get to really think about your reading over such a short amount of time. Like, there's only 3 months after the year now, like probably 2.5 by the time you're seeing this. So yeah, it's a very short amount of time that you kind of are looking at, and it's also full time, like autumn time, and that's really exciting. So yeah, I do hope you enjoyed the video. Do give it a like if you liked it, subscribe down below if you'd like to see more content like this, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye.